Anyway, so yeah, we got this Raven anti-mage. We'll see how this works out. PNC looking like it's just gonna be two bouncy runes trade. They really want this win. They want to go to the major. Low tech, under a lot of pressure here. Nice cog pushback. Ohio does manage. No, he doesn't actually. Who got that? Gabby managed to snag it. Value. Yeah. Good start. 1 CS. Easy peasy. Oh, Armel over blocking a little bit. Oh, wait. Yeah, Tiny, you want to let this go, I think. Yeah, carrot. So it goes into the tower, and now Tiny can start getting these denies. This is actually a pretty good start for the... I don't think the Tiny minds it starting like this, though. Okay, he only got the one. Storm tried to remnant that range creep, didn't get it. But nobody got that last hit, it looks like. Storm is 0 for 0 after the first wave. Not fun. Clockwork just looking for these cogs, but still getting harassed down a little bit by Ninja Boogie. It's a double melee lane against melee ranged, so Ninja Boogie going to be able to harass pretty easily. At least up until the Clockwork gets boots or something. Did you see that? That was 3 misses in a row on that cog. All right, now they've got the haze. But that's true. That's true. But that's still. All right, we got more of this going on. They changed it so that you can't pull the first wave. Oh well, guess what? People just pull the second wave or the third wave. It's getting a bit silly. I don't know what they could do about this though. It's part of the game, I suppose. I don't know what they could do about this though. Part of the game, I suppose. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice for him. We'll be going for some phase boots here. Invis rune on Tim's. Don't know if you can really use that to do anything too useful. Maybe they can catch out somebody at bottom. That is where he's heading down. No, actually he just opts to... Alright, he's gonna unblock the pull, the side pull here. Just so that they can get this out from underneath the tower and get a little bit more room to chase. Cuckoo's farming pretty nicely. Raven taking quite a bit of harassment already. You'd think that this lane would be... Like, it looks like it might be okay for anti-mage, but he can't actually ever really go up and hit the necrophos. He just takes a couple of slaps every single time he tries, and Cuckoo can just keep easily sustaining by CSing. Yamate did opt to reblock the side pull there. Tim's didn't have a tango or anything to eat the sentry. Yamate did opt to reblock the side pull there. Tim's didn't have a tango or anything to eat the sentry. Another avalanche. There's the fairy fire. Arma gonna be looking for the turnaround here. This is a dive too deep. That's first blood for the Storm Spirit. He was getting completely locked out of this lane, and Chuan just... Yeah, this is exactly how that feels. That work? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, this is exactly how that feels. Oh, because he's alive. No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was alright. A little bit questionable value. Clockwork TPing mid. We'll be looking for another kill on Armel. Oh, Cuckoo. Alright, he's gonna be fine. Even just gonna let the cold feet proc. I don't know if that was the right decision. Raven gets a couple of free auto attacks in. Does have the ghost shroud and stick charges, so I don't think he's in too much danger. A little bit more avalanche harassment at mid. Actually, across all three lanes, things going pretty darn well for low tack. But we also saw this happen in the previous game and didn't end up amounting to too much. So, not going to count our chickens before they hatch. Things going pretty darn well for low tack. But we also saw this happen in the previous game. But no, there's a cog right on top of it, so Ohio. But no, there's a cog right on top of it, so Ohio. Yeah, and I see him running up here. They've already got a ward down, so Armel knows exactly that he's coming in. I mean, AU has to suspect that he spotted this rotation. He does slap his clarity off, but yeah, that's nothing compared to getting a kill at bottom and seeing the clockwork over there. Cuckoo's like, sure, I'm not very high on HP, but still able to stick around a little bit longer. Does need to be careful, but he's kind of baiting with the stick charges. Actually going to be going over to the shrine, looking to back up Armel. Can he stay next to the shrine regen? Yes, he can. AU does not have a TP scroll, but are they even interested in doing anything about him? No, he's just gonna be able to walk away. Yes, he can. AU does not have a TP scroll. Ohio. Are they even interested in doing anything about it? Dropping a little bit low. Oh, if you're looking at the turnaround, they pop the primal split. They just need to get into the trees. They're focusing on the ninja boogie. Gabby trying to micro the healing ward to help him out a little bit. Nice micro. They will be able to grab this ninja boogie kill. It looks like, yeah, another boulder toss coming in. And Gabby, I mean, he's got 19 wand. He is just fine. Pretty high level on this brewmaster. All these double waves and stuff that he's been able to grab, and some fast phase boots. So Ohio's game looking pretty solid at this point. Down bottom, they are hunting for Cuckoo. Yeah, Clockwork looking for him. Let's get trapped inside of the cog, still holding onto the stick charges. Pops them now with the Ghost Shroud. Ninja Boogie doing what he can. Cuckoo does not have the Reaper Sight, but Raven only a level 4 anti-mage. Not a whole lot that he can do. The Fisher coming in. Cuckoo does manage to get off one more Death Pulse. I don't think that's going to be enough to kill. Tim's is still chasing. AU even gets one more cogs out onto Tim's. Yeah, gave away his ward. Cuckoo does manage to get off one more Death Pulse. I don't think that's going to be enough to kill. Tim's is still chasing. AU gets one more cogs out onto Tim's. Nope. Yeah, gave away his ward. I feel like this has happened a bit in this series. We're like, Gabby's on Weaver, or Gabby's on Jug, and all of a sudden he's just dead. Yeah. I feel like this has happened a bit in this series. We're like, Gabby's on Weaver, or Gabby's on Jug, and all of a sudden he's just dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Yeah, certainly a worthwhile kill to find if they could. Ninja Boogie is just trying to soak mid a little bit, keep the tier 1 tower protected. Tiny not really able to pressure that tower all that much, even though the Storm Spirit's been away from this lane for multiple minutes. Like, Armel hasn't even been at all interested in coming here. He's been just off farming jungle camps. There is a deep low-tack ward, anticipating that the Storm is going to be farming around here, but looks like do they know about it? What are these pings? Yeah, okay. Sentry ward goes down, and quick D ward. Tim's snagging that gold for himself. Make some progress towards that Blink Dagger or the Aghanim Scepter. Whatever the case may be. What are these things? Yeah, okay. Sentry ward goes down, and Tim's snagging that gold for himself. Make some progress towards that Blink Dagger or the Aghanim Scepter. Whatever the case may be. What are these things? Yeah, okay. Sentry ward goes down, and Tim's snagging that gold for himself. Make some progress towards that Blink Dagger or the Aghanim Scepter. Whatever the case may be. Yeah. Do you think he still goes back for the battlefield here? Is it like Vanguard then back to that, or is it Vanguard Manta style? Yeah. Let's see.
Double damage.
Do you think he still goes back for the battlefield here? Is it like Blinks over into the trees? They're hunting for him. This is a really long blink cooldown, and they've got a scythe for him as well. Lotak not able to protect their anti-mage. Nobody even TPing at all. Just going to completely leave him, hanging him out to dry. Ohio, they're going to toss the Brewmaster in on the mid lane, but Tim's, his Tranquil Boots are actually unbroken because they couldn't hit him, so he just gets the Fisher out, and he's laughing. He's fine. Ohio takes half of his HP off of that. TNC just going to get this tier 1 tower down bottom. It looks like for free. Mid lane not going to get pressured. Gabby gets the top lane pushed out to the tower. Clockwork's waiting around the corner, but he's only level 3. And this Jug is not an easy kill. Plus he has a ton of great vision for all these rotations coming up to his lane. So they know exactly where Ohio is. He's the strongest hero on the map right now for Lotak. And they're kind of avoiding him extremely well. Not an easy kill. Plus he has a ton of great vision for all these rotations coming up to his lane. So they know exactly where Ohio is. He's the strongest hero on the map right now for Lotak, and they're kind of avoiding him extremely well. I'm gonna take almost 6. He really wants this Ice Blast. Gabby coming running up. Yamate just gonna go for the TP out. Only TPing the tier 1 tower. Still not quite at his level 6 just yet. It's one more creep to die and he'll have it. Cuckoo already applying a lot of pressure at bottom. Looks like he's pretty much got his... is he just going for Hood first? It's one more creep to die and he'll have it. Cuckoo already applying a lot of pressure at bottom. Looks like he's pretty much got his... is he just going for Hood first? Yeah, they're looking for him. He's going to come back over to this ward in a second. They do have the hasted Tiny, so Cuckoo... But Avalanche just completely whiffs. Cuckoo might just be able to walk this off. Alright, they're going to toss him back into the Ice Blast. Nice little bit of coordination. It does cost them the Primal Split, so a little bit expensive. And TNC now smoking up, heading over towards top lane. Looking to catch out... I guess they're just going to catch A here. Doesn't have a TP. Yeah. Alright, well. Easy kill for the Storm. Armel, #1 on net worth on TNC. The lane did not go great for him, but then he got that kill, and he's just been farming the jungle. And TNC looking for their second tier 1 tower of the game. Their objective playing has just been so much better than Lotak in this game. Tuan is going to reveal himself, reveal his Blink Dagger. Only getting the kill on Ninja Boogie. I don't know if that was that great. He probably... Surely he could have just killed one of the cores from TNC if he'd waited a little bit longer, but settled for the silencer kill. He'll still be able to pressure, I suppose. They can go for another smoke gank soon. Surely he could have just killed one of the cores from TNC if he waited a little bit longer, but settled for the silencer kill. They'll still be able to pressure, I suppose. They can go for another smoke gank soon. Yep. Keep Armel farming. Raven's farming on top of a Dire Obs. It looks like he's going to be going for some treads back into a Yash. I like the Vanguard this game because it also changes the number of heroes that it takes to kill him. It's like it goes from kind of a 2-man gank to a 3-man gank, and they kind of have to bring maybe an additional core. Like we saw earlier, it took the Storm and the Necrophos to bring him down. Because I think otherwise he might just die to 1 core plus like one of the supports. And they kind of have to bring maybe an additional core. Like we saw earlier, it took the Storm and the Necrophos to bring him down. Because I think otherwise he might just die to 1 core plus like one of the supports. They saw... Okay, so they saw Gabby on this ward flash for a second. He's running in here looking for something with the Omni Slash. Up top, they're going to pop the global, looking for Brewmaster. They do manage to bring him down. Tim's starting that one off. Nice global usage. Gabby's still in here pretty deep. I don't know what exactly he's doing. He's trying to dodge the avalanche, gets picked up by the toss. He does have an Omni Slash, but there's no real target. They would have just stacked up and tanked that among the 3 of them. Why is he there? I don't know what exactly he's doing. He's trying to dodge the avalanche, gets picked up by the toss. He does have an Omni Slash. Invisibility. They would have just stacked up and tanked that. I guess they were trying to wrap around to set up something on the mid-tier one, but yeah, that was... guess they were trying to wrap around to set up something on the mid-tier one, but yeah, that was... Brewmaster at level 25, like, he's got some sick talent. The Primal Split HP, and then also picking up the Primal Split cooldown after that is just kind of non-stop. Very, very potent. So if you can get those extra levels in, it's going to be nice. They go on to Gabby. Did he manage to grab the bounty rune? He did not. Raven able to snipe that one away, but it is still going to be TNC 3 bounty runes all day. Little bit of a net worth lead in their favor. And they've got a Reaper Scythe that looks like they are itching to use down here at bottom. Raven's actually going to come TPing in. He's going to be the one to farm this. But I don't know if they can... Can they actually kill him? Oh. Gabby dead at mid. Tiny having a great game here. And now Lotak going to go for an immediate smoke. They do have another Primal Split. It's still only level 1, but that shouldn't be too much of an obstacle. Clockwork's finally got his level 7, so he's peeking a little bit, or at least has a lot of damage. They're going to get the drag back and the sight onto Raven at bottom. Steal 2 int for good measure. Unfortunately, Lotak won't be able to protect their carry. What? Oh yeah, good. That's the dead lane for sure. Gonna hook shot in here on mid, but they're gonna pop the global sounds, looking to turn this one around. Trouble for Tiny. He does get the Avatar's combo off. Armel still alive. One more touch from the Ancient Apparition is gonna do it. Cuckoo's trapped inside the cog AU, and now with the Ice Blast coming through, Gabby trying to spin down the Clockwork. Does also have an Omni Slash once he gets out, but there's too many units here, and they've also managed to lift up the Earthshaker. Omni Slash mostly bouncing onto Yamate. Can they finish this kill? Yes, they can. Ninja Boogie grabs it. 4 heroes dead so far on Lotak, and Ohio the only one who will be able to saunter away. But TNC, even after they got that kill at bottom, still managing to bring everybody over to mid and taking a fight really nicely. Necrophos doing a ton of damage. It's a good global silence. Even after they got that kill, still managing to bring everybody over to mid and taking the fight really nicely. Necrophos doing a ton of damage. It's a good global silence. And he's 0-2 and 0. He hasn't even really participated. And he's 0-2 and 0. He hasn't even really participated. And he's 0-2 and 0. He hasn't even really participated. Yeah, that farm gap is pretty worrying. But also, who else is down here? It's Raven on this anti-mage, desperately trying to catch up, but still just struggling a bit. Yeah, that farm gap is... Brewmaster is going to be going for a blink. They got 40 seconds until another Primal Split. Cuckoo's already picked up a 4-staff now, so we're already getting to the point of the game where it feels like the Clockwork not going to be having as much of an impact, and they get baited by an illusion. Hooking in onto that. Oh, Lotak. Not like this. They came all this way, and it's just like... I feel like they're just looking a little bit off. I don't know if they're sucked out because this is like the qualification match or what, but they have experienced players. These guys have played on some pretty big stages, so I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're sucked out because this is like the qualification match or what, but they have experienced players. These guys have played on some pretty big stages, so I really don't know what's going on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Invisibility.
Yeah. Get a big Mana Void on the Storm or the Necro. Yeah, could be an opportunity. They're going to pop the global here. They're focusing on the Brewmaster. Huge zip in from Armel. That's his entire mana pool, but that's the entire HP pool of the Brewmaster as well. Just gone. 40 seconds dead for Ohio. They see Raven farming over at mid, and TNC aren't necessarily done. Right, they're running over towards him. There's going to be a hookshot in onto Boogie. Not an amazing kill, but they'll take that one as TNC just trying to retreat out. They do manage to catch the Avalanche. Toss back. Tim's doesn't have the mana for the Echo Slam, but you know they're not even really looking for this. Raven just going to secure that with the Void and right back to farming. Overall trade still ends up being the Fight Your Cat doesn't show the Brewmaster kill, but there's still some very nice gold and kind of needed for the anti-mage. And right back to farming. Overall trade still ends up being the Fight Your Cat doesn't show the Brewmaster kill, but there's still some very nice gold and kind of needed for the anti-mage. And right back to farming. Overall trade still ends up being Cuckoo. Force, toss back. He does still have his hood. He's still got the Ghost Shroud. I think they've realized that this is not a kill. They needed the, like, I don't know, they needed to not go for the cute play on the Tiny. I think they just needed to go for the maximum damage play. He didn't have a tree grabbed either, so no opportunity to make full use of the Echo Saber. It was just a sloppy attempt. Go for the cute play on the Tiny. I think they just needed to go for the maximum damage play. He didn't have a tree grabbed either, so no opportunity to make full use of the Echo Saber. It was just a sloppy attempt. Go for the cute play on the Tiny. I think they just needed to go for the maximum damage play. Didn't have a tree grabbed either, so no opportunity to make full use of. Yeah, this is not a free anti-mage game at all. There's lots of different heroes that if they're off the map, you can't really split push all the way as far as you might like. Ninja Boogie getting jumped on here by Ayu, but Armel's here to back him up, and Cuckoo's just around the corner. There might be a Scythe waiting for this Clockwork. Nope, they're gonna save it. Just right-clicking him down. Armel has a regen rune popped as well, so he's right back in fighting shape, and they're gonna be able to continue this push down towards bottom. I like the build from Gabby. He's just gone for a bunch of little items, kind of nothing too crazy. He's just here to help chop buildings and provide a little bit of support in the fights. It's really all about the Storm Spirit and the Necrophos in this game. Nothing too crazy. He's just here to help chop buildings and provide a little bit of support in the fights. It's really all about he doesn't have a wand or anything either. Zero stat items on Ohio. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like this set for Brewmaster. Zero stat items on Ohio. Yeah, it's really fat sniper. Ninja Boogie, alright. Another death. Just trying to plant some wards, it looks like. Gonna jump onto Gabby, force it a drum charge, but he's gonna be okay. Armel is hunting inside of the base. Yamate, he's looking at the other side of the map, trying to throw out this Ice Blast, and he's gonna be brought down. Armel does have no mana left, and he's trapped by the Cold Feet. Alright, maybe zip-zapping a little bit too much for this kill, and Raven gonna be more than happy to take that 400 gold. Armel does have no mana left. I don't know. Alright, maybe zip-zapping a little bit too much for this kill, and Raven gonna be more than happy to take just call it space. Like that's how this goes. I don't know. Yep. Now, AM's slowly climbing the net worth chart here. You know, not as fast as he would if he had a Battle Fury, but still Raven is getting up there. We got a game on our hands. AM's slowly climbing the net worth chart here. You know, not as fast as he would if he had a Battle Fury, but still Raven is getting up there. Jug Manta, Tiny going Shadow Blade soon. Storm Spirit's got this Bloodstone, so he's probably itching to grab a couple more kills in a second. And 23 minutes in, we do finally have this Tim's Aghanim Scepter completed, so that is a very big pickup for him. And yeah, they're immediately going. This is two huge items that they've just grabbed. What are they opting for? They probably want a pick off. If they keep everybody alive, they could maybe go for Roshan after that. They're kind of dangling Cuckoo as bait, but nobody's really coming forward. Lotec seems suspicious that something is happening, and they're just hanging back here. They do get a big zip in onto Yamate. Tim's jumping into the backlines. Who can he find? Spots Ohio. Ayu going in as well. He's in trouble now. Isolated from the team. Lotec not really coordinating this all that well. They're going to scythe down the secondary support. Clockwork dead for 70 seconds. Ohio. Ayu going in as well. He's in trouble now. Isolated from the team. Lotec not really coordinating this all that well. They're going to scythe down the secondary support. Clockwork dead for 70 seconds. Oh, global pop. They really want this Brewmaster kill. They're going to pop the Omni Slash and everything else for it. He buys back immediately.
TNC though, if they can just get out of here, the Monovoid instantly kills the Silencer. It does so much damage. Armel's got nothing left. He's just forced to pop the Bloodstone Suicide. Raven's chasing for more. He blinks on top of his Tiny, who then tosses him on top of Tim's. The chase is on now. Tim's is going to have another jump away soon, but Raven, hot on his heels, won't be able to finish it though. He blinks on top of his Tiny, who then tosses him on top of Tim's. The chase is on now. Tim's is going to have another jump away soon, but Raven, hot on his heels, won't be able to finish it though. The chase is on now. Tim's is going to have another jump away soon, but Raven...
Here I am. Yes.
Yeah. That was pretty nice, but then the Monovoid from Raven was also pretty nice as the follow-up. Ohio gets knocked down on the net worth a little bit after that buyback, but still finding good levels. I think that's really what he's all about in this situation. Has opted for all the survivability talents, so 200 HP and the 20% magic resistance. So it does take a little bit more of a commitment to kill him, but TNC are looking for another smoke. They've got a Reaper's Sight off cooldown in 3 seconds time. They're missing a couple of really important cooldowns, but that's what makes this smoke a little bit unexpected. The Lotac still playing together as 5. Looking for the backstab. They spot Gabby. He's sitting on top of this Radiant Observer board, so they know that he's in the area. And TNC still just watching this mid wave getting farmed. They're kind of dangling Yamate down his bait. Ohio also here. They're going to focus on him. Can they get the first? They need a little bit more damage. No, not quite able to get the primal split off. What killed him? They're kind of dangling Yamate down. Oh, okay. Ohio also here. They're going to focus on him. Can they get the first? I thought yeah. Not quite able to get the primal split off. Yeah, maybe.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I thought he'd gotten it off because the scythe didn't kill him. So anyway, all right, TNC, quick pick. Are they just gonna try for Roche? They take this reasonably quickly. 40 seconds. They do have to be a little bit aware of the Ice Blast. Rocket Flare's going to be scouting this as well, and Tiny can follow up on the Ice Blast too. He's going to come in. Avatar's combination. Gabby's just gone instantly. They do pop the global, but it's just a little bit too late. Ooh, Clockwork going to be looking for this hook, and does get interrupted. That was nice. They do pop the global, but it's just a little bit too late. Ooh, Clockwork going to be looking for this hook, and does get interrupted. That was nice. Yeah, this aim's getting big. It's going to be very difficult to deal with. They don't really have a ton of physical damage. I mean, level 25 is still a little ways away, but once he gets that spell shield, it's going to be very hard to kill him off. And Lotac actually smoking into the pit themselves. They know that the global is down, but TNC have pretty much everything else. 20 seconds to go actually on the Reaper side. So this is about as good an opportunity as Lotac are going to get. They're not taking this all that quickly though. Raven taking quite a bit of damage. They have the cold feet. Tim's coming in. They're going to pop the primal split to just try and secure it. I don't know why they're going on the silencer when he doesn't have global available. This is not the most impactful of kills. TNC kite this out a little bit. Gabby just spinning defensively. Silencer buying back. Inside the pit, it's Armel just scouting. Yamate's waiting over here. Has nobody seen Armel? He's just in here. What is happening? How is Armel just standing here? Ohio gonna get jumped on. He's already used the split. They're gonna try and sight them down. He survives a little bit longer. Losing another 2 in. Tim's jumping in aggressively. The avalanche catches him. Gabby getting lifted up into the air. Doesn't get the Omni Slash off. Just yet Tim's finds the 2-man Echo Slam. Good damage out of the Tiny, but the Cogs closes the door. Tim's jumping out onto the other side of the fight. Can he get another enchant totem off? No. Chuan's found him. They bring him down, but that's also a Tiny buyback forced out. And that was just that was 2 supports for 2 cores on the TNC side. Roshan's healing all this while. This is getting weird, Jimmy. Like, what is happening here? And that was just that was 2 supports for 2 cores on the TNC side. Roshan's healing all this while. This is getting weird, Jimmy. Like, what is happening here?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Over here now. Over here now.
Yeah. Well, Tim's hasn't been seen. He's just hiding in this little patch of fog. Ohio still not going to see him. Okay, spots him now. Tim's is going to look to lock him down. They force out the primal split, but this isn't with anybody nearby. Ohio just too afraid, uses that in a bad situation, and that is going to be a big advantage for TNC, though. Yeah, both teams still struggling to kind of force rush on Cuckoo in a little bit of an awkward situation, but the Ice Blast is going somewhere else. It's not hitting the Necrophos. Yeah, both teams still struggling to kind of force rush on Cuckoo in a little bit of an awkward situation, but the Ice Blast is going somewhere else. It's not hitting the Necrophos. Yeah, this is going to be tough for Armel. And he's finished his Orchid, but it's going to take him quite a while to finish the Lincoln Sphere or anything like that. So he's going to be a liability for a little while for his team. Needs to make sure that he's not standing too close to anybody, otherwise that Mana Void could just pop all 5 of them, right? If Storm's completely and he gets Mana Voided, that'll just be the end of the entire team. Yeah, it's only now level 18 as well, right? It's like the Mana Void that we saw before, that was a level 2 Mana Void. We've got the level 3 Mana Void online now. It's only now level 18 as well. Trying to doing the right thing, pressuring top. Double catapult wave going to work pretty quickly. So even with Armel defending this, tower's still going to take a lot of damage. Trying to doing the right thing, pressuring top. Double catapult wave going to work pretty quickly. Gabby's just trying to go for a Scotty. He's just kind of tanking up a bit more. He's scared. He doesn't know where the Shaker is. Oh, big zip across. They saw him running through the Ob Sentry combination, so they have a little bit more detection. He's actually also dusted up. Gabby's slowing him down. They're looking for this kill. Lotac, can they get over here to help him? He's running up. They're going to drop the Echo. Tim's making 100% secure of that kill. 100 seconds dead for the Tiny. They know that he bought back a little bit earlier, didn't he? So yeah, he's dead for 100. Raven waiting in the pit. Ohio's there. He jumps in, but immediate spin from Gabby, and Tim's has already jumped up onto the high ground. Good force staff from Cuckoo. They are running circles around Ohio right now. They are going to be able to get a Fissure block to save Gabby. Raven jumps in with the Abyssal Blade, but Tim's is making the plays, and now down in the river, Yamate is about to get added to Armel's Bloodstone. No! They get the Mana Void off. He gets brought down. He thought that AA kill was going to be for free, but he could not be more wrong. He is only dead for 20 seconds or so, so TNC is still able to keep on trying for this. Cuckoo chasing forward, does have a BKB, and his Reaper Scythe getting bounced around on the cogs a little bit. But TNC heading to the pit. Storm going to be respawning about the same time that this goes down. AA buying back. They're going to drop the Abyssal Blade onto the Necrophos' head, but he does have the Ghost Shroud and some stick charges and the BKB. He's surviving. Ice Blast is going to land on him, but tick damage won't be enough to kill him. So TNC... They're going to drop the Abyssal Blade onto the Necrophos' head. No, go. The Ghost Shroud and some stick charges and the BKB. He's surviving. Ice Blast is going to land on him, but tick damage won't be enough to kill him. So TNC... No, go. Maybe. I feel like you can just kind of feel the concentration from both teams, right? Like the fact that TNC, they get jumped on there by Ohio, and then there's an instant spin, an instant force staff away, an instant like Tim's jumping up onto the cliff. Everybody is completely on knife edge, especially about this Roshan. The last like 6 or 7 minutes of this game have just been both of these two teams dancing around Roche. But yeah, they got DD Jug, and he's got level 3 Omni Slash. This could be really big. Do they have any vision? They don't see up this high ground, but they see the courier going. They're going to spot Yamate. He's going to be able to get his Glimmer Cape off. He gets auto attack down. The Brewmaster popping the Primal Split. They get the Abyssal Blade over onto the Juggernaut. Can they focus him down? Yes, they can. Avatar's combination. They will not get to use that double damage. Ninja Boogie still had 2 seconds to go on the global silence. Won't be able to protect him. Raven's jumping forward now. He finds himself a double kill. Armel realizing that this fight is going badly and that they've also lost the Necrophos. He's just going to go and cut waves. Pushes in mid. Now heading over towards bottom. Also going to make sure that they keep their gem intact. But TNC, Gabby just continues to get destroyed in these team fights. We thought the Abyssal Blade was going to be useful against the Storm, but the Jug is actually really the one struggling. TNC, Gabby continues to get destroyed in these team fights. We thought the Abyssal Blade was going to be useful against the Storm, but the Jug is actually really the one struggling. Yeah, he's just got the good matchup. I mean, slightly slower build, but he doesn't need to be 6 slotted to make this work this game. I mean, yeah, he's just got the good matchup. I mean, slightly slower build, but he doesn't need to be 6 slotted to make this work this game. I mean, yeah, he's just got the good matchup. I mean, slightly slower build, but he doesn't need to be 6 slotted to make this work. Yeah, they're starting to care about it less and less. Amel, alright, getting close to his Lincolns here. Jug, not going to be trying for Lincolns or anything. Gabby's still just trying to tank up with this Eye of Scotty, but he just keeps on dying. It's just kind of death after death after death for him. Even looking at the way that he's playing here, as the spin runs out, he's already retreating back. And for good reason, attack are all missing off the map, looking for a smoke. Brewmaster, who will they find? Cuckoo is pretty close to this cliff, so he can force staff down. And the dire scan is going to reveal that this gank is on its way, so they're just going to switch over to the other side of the map. Cuckoo is pretty close to this cliff, so he can force staff down. And the dire scan is going to reveal that this gank is on its way, so oh yeah, big zip in. BKB gets popped out by the Brewmaster. He's just going in. Ninja Boogie going to try for the TP out. That does get interrupted. The rest of TNC on the run, looking like everybody should be okay. Tim's TPing out inside the Roshan pit, even TPing bottom just to continue shoving out these lanes a little bit more. And for the time being, it does seem like they're just trying to wait out the Aegis as best as they possibly can, but Raven just continuing to farm. Just to continue shoving out these lanes a little bit more. And for the time being, it does seem like they're just trying to wait out the Aegis as best as they possibly can, but I mean, weren't they trying to go on him? He went on. Did Ohio go on the silencer first? Okay. I mean, weren't they trying to go on him? Oh. Avalanche. Cuckoo trapped. Does have the BKB. Pops that. Needs to get a little bit further away. He's also used the Ghost Shred already. But Chuan is chasing him. Just going to lob the tree in his direction, and that's a finish on that kill. Armel needing to be careful. Raven. Okay, they get the hook back. Now into the cogs. Mana Void to pop. They don't have the mana for the Abyssal Blade, though. Ooh, he's finish on that kill. Armel needing to be careful. Raven. Okay, they get the hook back. Now into the cogs. Mana Void to pop. They don't have the mana for the Abyssal Blade, though. Ooh, he's yes. Yeah. It's like, it's as if AM is casting it on. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It's like it's as if AM is cast.
There isn't anything weird like AM gets the Ag's version of the spell, does he? Like he doesn't. Nah. Get the jump in. Storm tries to pull you. You get the AOE pull.
Like AM
Oh
gets the
god.
Ag's version of the spell.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't. Nah.
Get the jump in. Storm tries to pull you. You get the AOE pull. Oh god. Right. Yeah. And it's. I mean, even just against the. They don't have that many ways to break it, and then like the Omni Slash and the Reaper's Sight, it basically just makes him completely immune to those spells.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And it's, I mean, even just against the... They don't have that many ways to break it, and then the Omni Slash and the Reaper's Sight, it basically just makes him completely immune to those spells.
Oh, yeah. What time is it over there? So, oh, okay. Oop. Tim's sees Ohio. Ohio sees Tim's. Neither one of them gonna go on anything. Aegis is still up for another 22 seconds. TNC, what are they looking for here? How's Armel's Bloodstone charges going? Down to 10. Does finally have his Lincolns and finds himself a regen. Alright, gonna snag that quickly. Both teams just rushing for some bounty runes. Still basically nothing in it in terms of net worth. The tension for both of these teams is super palpable. Lotak probably close this one out without having to take it to a third game. They've still potential
to give this game away. They've only got this opportunity. They would love to just close this one out without having to take it to another game. There's still potential to give this only got this opportunity.
even more RNG. But yeah, we haven't seen an Omni Slash for a little while, right? That last fight was supposed to be big Omni Slash with double damage, like killing 2 or 3 heroes potentially, and it just feels like in all of these fights, Gabby is getting Abyssal Bladed and just focused down. So we'll see how it goes. Raven is going for a Scotty here on his anti-mage. Not interested in a BKB.
In all of these fights, Gabby is getting Abyssal Bladed and just focused down. We'll see how it goes. Raven is going for a Scotty here on his anti-mage. Not interested in a BKB.
They're feeding him the tomes at this point to try and get to his level 25 a little bit faster.
Yeah.
My thanks.
They're feeding him the tomes at this point to try and get to his level 25 a little bit faster.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely. He's only really going to be like mono avoiding the storm, it feels like. Doesn't need to for that.
I think that's the most likely.
Yeah.
He's only really going to be like mono avoiding the storm.
Low tech.
Like.
How's everybody else going? So we got Brewmaster now has level 21, so getting closer to that level 25, but not quite. Ohio's just going to be going for a Shiva's Guard. And everybody's seemingly content to just kind of farm up for a little bit. Roshan, potential respawn in 45 seconds. And TNT just trying to finish up a couple more items, it looks like. Oh, they're spotting Ninja Boogie in the trees. Ohio popping a BKB just for this one. Ninja Boogie going to get forced out a little bit further away. Can they actually finish him off? Raven there at the last second. Finish that kill, and they've actually managed to catch the Necrophos as well. He came in trying to save a buddy. Cuckoo's going to pop the BKB and try and run this one out, but he already used the Force Staff earlier, so Raven just jumps in, bashes him down, double kill quickly. They could have just left Boogie for dead, but Cuckoo kind of suffering from Save a Friend syndrome a bit.
Bashes him down, double kills quickly. They could have just left Boogie for dead, but Cuckoo kind of suffering from Save a Friend syndrome a bit.
Yeah. We said this during the drafts, right? That this is just a miserable Necrophos game. Like they've really made his life hard, and all of his itemization kind of reflects that.
We said this during the drafts, right? That this is just a miserable Necrophos game. Like they've really made his life hard, and all of his itemization reflects that. Miserable Necrophos game. Like they've really made his life hard, and all of his itemization reflects that.
Yeah, I think he had one. I thought I saw him with one queued up a little bit earlier, but I guess decided that he wanted the Aeon disc at the end of the day. Armel now has a Shiva's guard. Alright, so a little bit of armor going to be helpful. I thought I saw him with one queued up a little bit earlier. This is tough. If they can control the anti-mage even a little bit, I feel like TNC do have the damage to kill him. And if not for the anti-mage, then this Storm Spirit is going to go ballistic. Like, if Armel sees the anti-mage die first in a fight, I feel like he can single-handedly kind of clean up the rest of that fight. So,
Storm Spirit is going to go ballistic. Like, if Armel sees the anti-mage die first in a fight, I feel like he can single-handedly kind of clean up the rest of that fight. So,
TNC smoking down. Lotac just holding the high ground here.
Yeah.
It feels like they they have to like full scythe Omni Slash chain stun him, right? Like almost the whole Omni Slash has to go on the anti-mage here. Ooh, Tiny. All right, can they finally get the Omni Slash off? This time around, they will manage it. They scythe it down, but he's got a buyback available, and they're right here on top of the shrine. The Clockwork also trapped inside of his own cogs. He's now dead. They're looking for more. Armel jumping over towards Yamate. He's going to be out of the Glimmer Cape soon. Lotac using all of these buybacks, multiple tosses onto Gabby, bringing him down. Where is Raven in this fight? He's jumping forward. He hasn't used the Abyssal Blade yet. They're going to wait for the Necrophos, force out his Aeon Disc first, then look to lock him down and finish him off. They don't even need to Abyssal Blade him, it looks like. Just have some more tosses. He's full mana, so the Mana Void not really doing all that much, but Raven beyond godlike. That was a quick turnaround. That was just all three of the heroes that they killed on Lotac just instantly bought back and TP'd right on top of that shrine. Yeah, Aegis and Cheese. Yeah, Raven looking... He did go for the Mana Void cooldown. He doesn't have the spell shield, so... still kind of susceptible to the Reaper Scythe. Yeah. What do you think he goes for next? Just Butterfly the next pickup? Armel. Alright, they pop his Lincolns, but doesn't quite get the Abyssal Blade off. Yeah, Armel zip zapping out. Still not going to be fun pushing into this level 25 Storm Spirit. He can keep the lanes outside of the base pretty well. Get the Abyssal Blade off. Yeah, Armel zip zapping out. Still not going to be fun pushing into this level. Oh, I think so, yeah. Oh, he would have probably oomed him. It would have at least forced him to get the use the Bloodstone Suicide. Oh, I think so, yeah. Oh, he would have probably oomed him. It would have at least forced him to get the...
Thank you.
Right. Raven just trying to get some mana regen going. So they actually put the Aegis on the Tiny, and they do have Anti-Mage just sitting on this cheese, which is trying to get some mana regen going. That's true. So Raven can't play totally crazy, but still should be able to be the first one into these fights for the most part. Kind of relying on the Clockwork to maybe back him up a little bit. If he gets gone on, just get a hook shot Gabby. Breaks that smoke, immediate spin, immediate blink away, jump forward from Armel. They are going to get Yamate. It looks like he gets pushed back by the cogs a little bit. Now getting hooked as well. Global Silence getting popped. What can they actually find? Armel trying to decide on these kills, jumping a little bit further away. Ohio goes for the Primal Split. They're looking towards Cuckoo, trying to force zap him away. TNC with the team play. They have another force. They're continuing to kite. Gabby's trapped over in these trees. He's already used the Omni Slash. He's trying to find an escape. Raven looking for the Mana Void. They jump in. AU still trying to chase Gabby, who's gone down. The rest of the team has gone up. This fight is going absolutely crazy. Armel finds the secondary support. They're still trying to chase Gabby. Lotac are just kind of getting kited. Raven's trying to finish this kill, but now Ohio's the next one on the chopping block. Armel needs to be a little bit careful. His Lincoln is on cooldown. They will be able to scythe down Ohio. And somehow, TNC just kite that fight and take a 3 for nothing. What happens? Somehow, TNC just kite that fight and take a 3 for nothing. What happens? Oh, I should have clicked the fight recap. I should have. It felt like the Anti-Mage tried to Mana Void the Necro, but he wasn't even that low on mana. And then, like, Armel, once he saw that Mana Void go off, was like, well, okay, time for me to just go kill some supports. They waited out the Brewmaster Primal Split, which didn't really do anything damage-wise. Now Tiny's getting jumped at mid lane. Armel looking for this kill, it's not easy. And it would have just been the Aegis pop as well, but Armel everywhere. And now he's got a regen rune. Yeah, no problem at all. Alright, TNC going for a push now. This tier 3 tower was taken out a little bit earlier. They don't have the global for 27 seconds. They do have an Echo Slam. Omni Slash 8-5. Ice Blast coming in. Raven thinking about the initiation. Who have they got? They get onto the Jug, but he gets the spin off first. They've got mass tosses onto Armel, but they didn't focus the same target. Raven wanted Gabby, and Tron wanted the Storm Spirit. So instead, they just get neither of them. Range Drax almost dead. One more touch is going to do it. And Bouncy Rune's going to come and spawn up. So TNC back themselves up to go and grab that. Armel continues the Rune Luck. Just had a regen. Now he found himself an Arcane. And he's got another 6.8k gold on top of all of this. So EKB, Hex, whatever his heart desires. He's actually going to just be going for the Bloodthorn. Alright, well, we thought that Anti-Mage was looking pretty tanky, but if they land that Bloodthorn on him, it's not going to be so easy. He's actually going to just be going for the Bloodthorn. Alright, well, TNC, like, I don't know. It feels like we've turned a corner a little bit after that last fight. I'm not sure how they kited the Anti-Mage as well as they did. But Raven just couldn't seem to kill anybody. Welcome back. Like, I don't know. It feels like we've turned a corner a little bit after that last fight. I'm not sure how they kited the Anti-Mage as well as they did. And now he just bought that just now. He had like 6 point something K gold. So yeah. He had like 6 point something K gold. So yeah. He had like 6 point something K gold. Yeah, that's more than a level. And that's like 0.6 per point. So yeah, so if he just survives, he's going to be doing pretty big damage, and yeah, that's more it's starting to feel like it's actually just the Anti-Mage who can kind of kill anybody, right? We're getting to the point where the Primal Split is just more of a control thing than anything. Maybe it can kill a support, but these cores are definitely not that worried about it. The Tiny does good damage, but does seem to be struggling to just catch up to people in these fights. But these cores are definitely not that worried about it. The Tiny does good damage, but invisibility to just catch up to people in these fights. Since you're just shoving these lanes towards his base, like. The Tiny does good damage, but since you're just shoving these lanes towards his base. Yeah, I think Lotec really wished they had like another big AoE disable. Oh, Tiny quickly clears the wave, blinks away. Gonna be okay. Roshan still can't be up for another minute and 45. Armel thinking about jumping forward here. They do manage to catch onto the Brewmaster. They force out his BKB. I think that was all Armel wanted there. He didn't even really give any thought to trying to kill him. But now with the BKB on cooldown, that gives them more of an opportunity to try and make a play. That is a 50-second CD. And they have everything up. What's the buyback sitch? So a couple of big buybacks, but a few cores missing it. Tiny just about to get his. Yeah, Tiny's got his. Yeah, Jug very close. What's the buyback sitch? So Jug also has the Abyssal Blade now, so more control options for this Anti-Mage. They just have to make sure that they pop the Aghanim Scepter. So Jug also has the Abyssal Blade now. Raven actually kind of struggling for mana regen a little bit. He doesn't really have any, doesn't have the usual Battle Fury. Oh, Storm jumps in, finishes off the range tracks, jumps out. Pretty brave play from Armel, but doesn't really have any, doesn't have the usual Battle Fury. Oh, Storm jumps in, finishes off the range tracks, jumps out. Bloodthorn will help out against that a little bit, but yeah, he's got a Manta and stuff to be able to deal with it. Do you think he Does he get BKB last item? What's the 6 slot for anti-mage? Of course, you can still buy a moon shard and stuff as well. Be able to deal with does he get BKB last item? What's the 6 slot for anti-mage? Just for the lane control. Looks like we might have a team fight coming up. DNC a little bit split. Some heroes on the high ground, some heroes on the low ground. Cuckoo in the front lines. Feeling pretty tanky. They're going to jump. And Ninja Boogie does manage to force staff down. Can they get the global silence out? Yes, they can. That's going to prevent the primal split for a little bit. They are tossing the Earthshaker around Tim's. What can he actually get off? They've dropped the Echo now, but the Tiny will still be speed, but not for long enough. Now he's sized down. Armel jumping back in with the Arcane Rune. I think he heard the Mono Void going. It was already used, so he's still just looking to continue fighting with his Arcane Rune. Gabby used the Omni Slash, but it's not doing enough. He's now dead. Raven looking like he's finding his stride in this fight. They've got the mass toss combos onto the Storm Spirit. They bring him down. Raven's looking for more. Low tack. This is their opportunity. Cuckoo juking for all his worth, but now he's trapped inside the trees. Raven also latching onto him. Beyond godlike. Double kill. This is more like it. Raven with the carry hero with a good matchup. Winning the game for his team. Aegis Cheese and Refresher Shard waiting. TNC do have 5x, but it looks like they're just gonna sit this out. Aegis Cheese and Refresher Shard waiting. TNC do have 5x. Not a great team fight. That was the team fight positioning for TNC. I think was a little bit awkward. Like Core's all on the low ground, support's on the high ground. Tim's getting caught. Not a great team fight. The team fight positioning for TNC, I think, was a little bit awkward. Like Core's all on the low ground, support's on the high ground. Tim's getting caught. Not a great team fight. The team fight positioning for TNC, I think, was a little bit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structure.
More than a course of penicillin to get rid of me.
Buyback from the Necro. Storm coming in. Clear out the wave. Does need to be a little bit careful. Still a lot of buybacks in this game. It's not over just yet. Cuckoo standing in the front lines. Tiny comes up, wants a couple of slaps. It's only going to take him 4 hits to bring down that tower. Still a lot of buybacks in this game. It's not. All right, they get to tier 3. Now they can take the shrines. Still very, very close on the net worth and the experience. Brewmaster does have the Refresher Shard, but I mean he's also got the level 25 talent, so it's only a 35-second cooldown on the primal split anyway. And the experience. Brewmaster does have the Refresher Shard, but I mean he's also got the level 25 talent. It's weird, right? Because there's actually just so much current gold on some of these heroes. Like Armel has 9.3k gold, and Raven has 8.3k. Like. No, not yet. There's actually just so much current gold. Yeah, you should probably pick it up. He could just buy another item though, right? You can swap out these treads. Yeah, I think I like the BKB here. All right. Yeah, you should probably pick it up. I'm over here. He could just buy another item though, right? You can swap out these treads. Yeah, I think TNC outside of the base. Gabby tossed once. He's going to be able to get the spin off. They force staff him a little bit further away, but they are forcing out the global silence from that. Now they're on the run. Cuckoo gets a tree tossed at him, but about it. He does need to be careful. He's the one dire core that did buyback recently. Now they're on the run. Cuckoo gets a tree tossed at him, but about it. He does need to be careful. He's the one dire core that did buyback recently.
Disappointment.
Okay, he's playing gatekeeper, but I don't know. Maybe they have to like stick the Necrophos out there and hope that he gets initiated on, and then wait for Lotak to kind of clump up a little bit and go for it that way. Ohio's jumping in with the Shivas. He's going to get Abyssal Bladed, but he's got his BKB up. He's going to be okay. Nice cogs from AU. The BKB is coming through. Raven finds the target onto Cuckoo, but that's just the tossed into the back line. Chuan goes. He's looking for the kill on the sound, so they do manage to get it. They're also trying to kill off this Earthshaker. He's dead for 90 seconds. Tim's not really doing anything in this fight. Now they lose the Necrophos. Omnislap's bouncing through, but it's just getting soaked up by the Pandas. And Storm Spirit getting bashed, pushed back by the cogs, lifted up by the toss. There is going to be a buyback for Armel, but it's looking like Lotak should be able to take this game. Raven finishing off one last kill Armel jumping through, but they just don't care at all about the remnants. And Raven, realizing the situation, is just going to go straight onto the tier 4s. TNC, they've got 2 cores alive. They fly up a refresher orb on the Juggernaut, but I don't know if one more Omni Slash is really going to matter. They are going to give it a try. Armel jumping in, continuing to harass. Gabby now coming through. There's the Omni Slash, but what damage? They've got a blast, they've got an AC. It's just really not enough. Armel still doing everything that he can, but they're focusing on the Ancient. Raven throws out one more Mana Void. They kill off Gabby for one final time, and Armel has a little bit of mana. Armel still doing everything to get in, but low tack. This game out and going to breathe a sigh of relief as they push this series out to game number 3. This game out and going to breathe a sigh of relief as they push this series out to game number 3.